Patrick. He's got it off. He's just gonna lift it up, set it off to the side. Hey, good morning, Mark Meldrum, Meldrum's Monster Garage, and we're working on the 66 Chevelle frame, and today's topic this morning is gonna be rear springs. So we got a new set of rear springs. Yeah, they're kind of shiny right now because I put a light coating of oil on them. And what I wanted to show you is how these 66 springs go, which is cool because, I mean, you saw, or maybe you didn't see how rusty the original frame was, but there were still some good parts on it. There's always good parts on these cars, and one was these insulators. So they're very simple. They just, there's a little stop on the end here, so that's how they start out. And they simply go right on the spring. Very simple. They just push on. So it's pretty easy to wind them on the spring as such. And on a 66 spring, you'll notice that it's kind of flatter on the top than the 70 springs, which they kind of coil down like this on both ends. So the way these work out is you're gonna put this towards the top and it's gonna insulate on the top frame. And then you'll see in the assembly manual, we'll get a page of the assembly manual on this. You're gonna have these little lock plates that go down on here, and they fit very neatly on here, okay? And simple nut bolts, washers to assemble them right on this little perch here, which is right back here. So, you know, it's a simple assembly process. You can see we got the exhaust on this, and we got the, let me see, what's the best way to wind this in here? What's neat about a spring is you can kind of turn it and wind it in there and get it in there. And it's gonna fit up in this pocket. And sure, I'm gonna struggle along with it a little bit before I get it up in there. All right, I told you I was gonna do more of this, so here we go. We've got the 1966 assembly manual. We are on UPCA sheet B3, rear spring, okay? And of course, here's all the part numbers up here. And then there's a nice diagram to show how this goes. So we've got the spring, and I've already got the insulation on there. And you're gonna note that the end of the coil must stop 3/8 inch plus or minus an eighth from the stop. And you'll see that there's a little seat right in there. You'll feel that. So up top, we're gonna have a nut and a washer to go on there. And then we're gonna have this number 5. They call the clamp. All right, that's gonna go on there. And then it's gonna go set on top of the spring. And then it's gonna go under there through the bolt, and got a nut and a lock washer on there, which is number 2 and 3. So there you go. That's how the assembly manual shows us to do it. And of course, they have the shock absorber is not on the car yet. I've got mine on because I struggled with the wrong spring. So I'm gonna take the shock absorber loose, and it should pop right in there. I went ahead and took my shock mount off, you can see there. So that allows the, give me a little more clearance here. And now the spring should just slide right up in here real easy. So let me get pan back here. So now the spring's setting in here in the pocket real easy. Went ahead and dropped the car down and just got a little light pressure on there so I could put the clamp on here and just twist this around till it basically fits the best, and then you can tighten it up. All right, so pretty basic on how to put these springs on. I'm sorry the camera angle or whatnot might not be good enough, but there you go. We'll get the other one in and we'll all be set. All right, there you go. Springs installed. I kind of put it so it's, you know, it might twist around a little bit. There's no exact pocket for this to stop on the top. So, you know, it's just got to set in the pocket. And, you know, as far as twisting this around, this is going to end up maybe here. This one's going to end up maybe here. It's not exact rocket science there. So got the shocks hooked back up. And, yeah, I think we're all set to go. Some of you might ask, hey, what's the original color of these? Well, from my research, I think they were satin black. So we got them the right color. And let's get this thing back down on the ground. Oh, back down on the ground. You can see we're moving along on this frame here. So we got springs, we got the shocks, got exhaust in here. And we are just moving along. I don't know what else to say. Have a good day. Mark Meldrum, Meldrum's Monster Garage. See ya.